Alright, this is gonna be my third attempt to do the prologue and get MRE so I can get in a 20% run that I hopefully don't mess up in. So I do not make any major mistakes. I should be able to get a sub 30 pretty easily. But I have not been able to pull off a run yet that has done that. So here's to hoping. Skip this cough. Nice. I feel like the times I'm not getting that, it's because I am not going far enough over to the left. I feel like there's something about having an angle to your dash when you're doing it that helps you get it more consistently. I could be completely wrong about that, but sometimes it just feels that way. Alright, let's hope I can get this first try. Nope. Alright, second try is okay. Still have plenty of time save here that I can lose in my east. Health pack I just passed is a pretty good one to grab, but I usually skip it. Fairly confident I'm not, but I feel like I'm missing a bit. I'll just have to make sure my next one is 4. You can start dashing in that room before the screen is like completely showing. This is the only module in the 80% route we do not select buffer on, because we need to pause to cancel the map cutscene. I honestly don't know if there's like any other reason for not select buffering it, because I've never tried it. Alright, cool, I have all the bits I need so far. You can activate that for extra health if you need to. There's not much before this that you can take damage from. Alright. This is where stuff starts to get interesting, I guess. You don't have to kill these guys, but I need to be safe. Guy dashed later than normal. There's a certain way I kill the enemies in that room, so they all spawn in a timely manner. Alright, this is the first select buffer. Basically, for the duration of the module cutscene, like, we'll open the map and there will be a certain point where we are able to control the drifter in between the frames of opening and closing the map. So basically, you just open and close the map by pressing select and D and try and time your dashes in between those little buffers of time you have to act. You can do a lot during that time. I'm pretty sure it's also the reason we run on this patch. I didn't need to grab that whole card. I waited a second there to select buffer to make sure I didn't accidentally dash into the fire. That was scary. I grabbed this health pack because it doesn't take too much time. Alright, nice. That wasn't too bad. That could have been a lot faster, but it's okay. That's probably one of the hardest out of bounds in the game, in my opinion. So I look down there to end the cutscene sooner, or at least it feels like it ends the cutscene sooner. I just kind of mashed down on my control stick once the dog starts walking up. There's also a bit you can grab in that room to the right after the dog cutscene, but I just opted not to grab it and grab one in this room instead. I don't think it's too much of a time difference, but I honestly have no clue which one's faster. Alright, so I'm actually gonna heal at the beginning of this room, just because it can be easy to take damage in this room if I get bad RNG, but it looks like I'm gonna have good RNG. Yeah. Those enemies can, the little green guys, which are called Dirks, I think, can kind of just move wherever they feel like it. And I don't think there's an easy way to manipulate it. Oh, I missed that. Alright, just that health pack I grabbed though still ended up coming in use. I'm probably not gonna get hit here, but I'm just playing it safe. Yeah, I should be fine now that I'm back here. You can just stand there and wall on him and he can't damage you. It's pretty entertaining. We're probably gonna end up coming a little behind my time in my PB just because I had that good of an east. Like I think the east I had was like borderline no mistakes. Like I'm pretty sure I got the out of bounds. I really don't like your first try without me falling. Alright, I would say in no way it was at a bad east, but there was still some spots I could have saved time. You can skip that arena. I think Covert Muffin found that, but I just kind of opt not to because I have not practiced it, and if you mess it up you lose more time. I missed the chain dash there to skip this cough. That's okay, kind of, because we'll have a lot more dash in this room, so I'm going to do it and change the 3s. And then do a full chain there at the end. Usually when you come into this room, like right as you enter it, or right before you enter it, you'll want your stamina to be in the red. But I wasn't able to do that this time. It's just really easy in that section to get it essentially all back. And then you'll get even more back here. To try and dash all the way into that room with one chain once I get on the light bridge. That was a really good select buffer. Usually when I do that one, I like to be at least halfway up the stairs. Alright, these guys can be kind of dangerous just because they do 2 damage. Sometimes you can't shoot that guy because the dirt will be in the way. I have died that way before because I was only on 2 health, and it's not pleasant. So I'd recommend if it ever looks like he's in the way just to plank him instead of trying to shoot. That out of bounds scares me a lot more than it should. I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to make it. Alright, that should be good. Here I'm activating Clippy by activating the module and falling at the same time. Then I use select buffering to go activate this during the module cutscene. You don't have to do that, but I don't think it's too hard to, so I highly recommend learning it. Those were some bad dashes. Alright, this is the harder part of the north. So I pretty much always use this health pack if it's out of bounds. Because if you do it right, you can use that health pack to reset the out of bounds kill timer and make it all the way to the door. Alright, that was close, but we got it. This could be a gold by a few seconds. Oh wait, this should be a gold by more than a few seconds. I know I had more time save here than my split said. That out of bounds can be scary because you can get stuck in an inbounds out of bounds spot. You can also do that in a lot of places in the West, but I'd say the one in the door clip there before you even get into the West is probably the easiest one to get stuck in. My dashing could have been a bit better there, but it's not something you have to worry too much about. I was also supposed to do a chain of 3 in this room, but... Whoa, I hit back far. That was a decent select buffer. The best one you can get is to activate the elevator during the cutscene, but that can be kind of hard. Just because there's a lot of things that are really easy to get stuck on in that room. The geometry in the trees is pretty weird in this room, so you just gotta find a dash pattern that suits you. You can just skip that arena by taking advantage of the geometry. Alright, I'm gonna go to the next guy because that guy got in a bad spot. Those guys can kind of walk in spots where it's inconvenient to kill them. Like they can walk over where the module is and you have to wait for him to come back out. Alright, we got past all the parts where you can essentially soft lock, so that's really good. I'm gonna walk a bit at the beginning of that room to try and regen some stamina so I can get through this room without running out. I recently learned you can walk in front of that crystal. Alright, I'm gonna do my second crystal skip in this room. Then we're gonna get the third module. Don't forget this one I had on runs before. I'm embarrassed to say it. This room can sometimes be hard to select buffer out of too. I got it though. Oh, nope, I didn't get too far. Optimally, I like to slide into that. This has been a good east so far. Hopefully I don't ruin it on the boss. I think that's the most dogs I've ever had to live though with that part. Alright, I'm gonna dash at a certain spot so I can... Oh, I already ruined it. Luckily I bonked in a good spot and was just able to chain dash the rest of the way. But it can be really easy to fall there if you dash incorrectly. I think you can do a set of 4 and slide into this door, but it's really easy to bonk, so I don't do it. I do sets of 3 through both of these rooms, but there are different patterns you can do. I usually do this 2 there, but... Alright, grab this health pack because it's free. Did not mess up the boss skip. Sweet. I messed up that slide though, but that is okay. Nothing really mad about. Alright, we have one last module in a room that is full of dogs. And then we can teleport out of here. You can go under those flowers. Those dogs could have been a bit nicer, but that is alright. Because we are saving time here, it looks like. Yep. This could be a gold too, maybe? Sweet. By like 2 seconds, I think. Alright, I dashed through the entirety of this room. Oh, I already messed it up. I used the shadow of that first rock as a visual cue of where to dash. And here comes the fun part, the transition clips. Alright, good, we got this one first, which I think is the harder one. So, you can soft walk in those trees, that's why I take it so low. And I also try and make sure I'm on the right side of the pillar, because I have died by just barely clipping into the trees there before. And that is not a good way to take a death this far into the run. Alright, this shouldn't be too hard. But it could take 1 or 2 tries. Or more than that. Huh. Alright, got it. Most of my time save is in this part of the run, so as long as I get the next part of this area done well, it is no big deal. Teleport after getting that module, and we're about to do the hard part itself, which involves getting 2 modules in this left elevator area. The rooms can just be easy to die in. And there's one you can soft walk in if you run out of ammo. I did that on my last run, and that's where a lot of my time save comes from. You want to have the shotgun out here. Alright, I'm gonna have less ammo than I want. But I'm not dead, so I'm not too concerned. Alright, I still died. That sucks. I should still have some time saved though. That's why you want the 2 ammo there, so you can kill both of those guys. You can just kind of wail on the other guys as you open the door. heal here. This out of bounds isn't too bad. Alright, I got the that could have been a bit better, but we're still should be well ahead. I think I dashed a bit too late when trying to dash across the moving platform. Sweet. Alright, if I don't mess up the boss fight, this is going to be a sub 30. I forget if I have time save here, I might. Yeah, I do. Alright, let's not screw this up, essentially. I even have 2 extra health packs I didn't need to grab. I think, at least. Yeah, if I didn't take that death, I wonder if this could have... No, I don't think this would have sub 28, or sub 29. I shouldn't be getting too ahead of myself though, I could throw right here. Alright, I only have 1 extra health pack, but I shouldn't need any health packs because this boss fight is easy. So far, so good. That was close. I almost threw that away because I was getting too nervous. Ooh, I'm glad I had that out back. What's this gonna be like? 29.50? Nope, 29.46. That is satisfying. got sub 30. We're really happy about that. Now I gotta go for like sub 29, 30, and then low 29, and then 28. 28's gonna be impossible. I feel like I can more comfortably work on other categories now. Like, I really want to do more new game 80%, or new game plus 80%. That's a really fun category from what I was practicing 2 days ago. Guess I should end it there. If you're coming back over to, or if you watched through this video, I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you'll be seeing a better time from me in this game in the future. Thanks again.